Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. This is Harry Muppet. Welcome to the third quarter final of the WCS Season 2 final tournament, and it is going to be a TVP, PVT, one or the other, and it is going to be TaeJa as our blue Terran player up the top right hand side of the map, and it is going to be Rain, our red Protoss player, down at the bottom left side of the map. And I don't know, maybe it's just me, but does the Terran player ever get to be red? Because it feels like the Terran player never gets to be red. I don't know if this is just me hallucinating or my horrible memory, but unless it's like a 1v1, I don't know, man. I don't remember seeing that many red Terran players. Yeah, I don't know, man. I just really don't know. It always seems to be the Zerg or the Protoss that's red, but anyway, moving on. Yeah. We've had a couple of good quarterfinals so far. We had Alive versus First, another PVT in the very first quarterfinal, and that was absolutely crazy. I think that went on for like 5 games. Yeah, 5 games. So that was really intense, and some very nice games in that. And the second quarterfinals, xhaidong versus Naniwa, a PVZ, and that was pretty epic as well. Naniwa, actually it was xhaidong, did almost a clean sweep of the entire tournament. However, Naniwa did come back in game number 3 with some really great play using Archons and Void Rays and all that other fun sort of stuff. So yeah, we did manage to get some stuff done, but in the end xhaidong just steamrolled over him and went on. So it is going to be First and xhaidong in the semi-finals when we get around to those. We've still got to get through these quarter-finals, and let's talk a little bit about how the players have done in the tournament so far. So Rain, in the round of 16, went up against xhaidong and lost to xhaidong, which was unfortunate, but then he went up against Wellmew and beat him 2-1, and went up against MC and completely owned MC. So that is how Rain got into the quarterfinals. And TaeJa, on the other hand, who is going for a very fast expansion. Not crazy fast, but relatively fast. It's as fast as you can get without going for a barracks, command center before barracks. But look at this. Proxy Stargate. Probably be for some oracles, just to snipe out some workers nice and early. And we probably won't be expecting TaeJa to have any missile turrets, so we'll just be relying on Marines, and unless he has about 4 or 5 of the bastards, Oracles can chew through Marines quite fast, so this is going to be quite crazy seeing that stuff come up. But talking about TaeJa, round of 16, he faced off against Innovation and actually beat him. Beat him 2-1, so did drop 1 game to him. I think the round of 16 was best of 3. I'm not 100% sure of that anymore, but actually, we can, I've got it down here somewhere. Yes, it was a best of 3, and he did beat him 2-1, so that was pretty impressive. And then he went on to face Duckdeoke and beat him 2-0. And yeah, so very awesome play in the round of 16. And remember that Innovation was the winner of WCS Season 1 finals. I will just go ahead and check that fact once again. I should have that somewhere else. Oh, where is it? It'll be in here somewhere. Give me a second, I'm just looking for it. And the Stalker, meanwhile, coming in. Oracle, going to be shredding these guys. He does have about 5 Marines. That is going to be more than enough to knock Rain out. Meanwhile, this Stalker just going in there. Not really going to be able to do too much. Oracle looking very badly manhandled there. He's going to try and go around. Going to juke all over the place to try and get back to the SCVs. But TaeJa is keeping on top of this situation. He has managed to push this command center back though. And that's a pretty nice job, because the Marines could have been able to knock this Stalker away really easily if it wasn't for that Oracle. So it's a nice 2-pronged attack. And let's have a look. World Championship Series. I am, where is Season 1? It'll be in here somewhere. It will be in here somewhere. I don't know where it is. I'm pretty sure Innovation was the winner of the Season 1 finals though. And yeah, you'll just have to take my word on for it, because I cannot find damn page in this stupid thing? No, here it is. Sorry. Yes, it was innovation, definitely. Yeah, and he actually defeated SOS in the grand final. So quite a few players that we haven't really cast too much, but definitely I'm going to get some games with innovation in the daily masters and stuff like that. Oh, this Oracle just managing to scoot on past. 6 or 7 Marines waiting for him though. And TaeJa with a ton of Marines early on in the game is going to be able to defend quite well. Rain not too worried though, because he has got the Colossus tech on the way. So this is just sort of keeping TaeJa on his toes. Actually making him build a ton of Marines. He's not forced to build a ton of Marines, but it's definitely helping him out right now. So he's quite happy to build a ton of Marines. He really does need a Viking though. And it looks like he's just getting medevacs out of this currently, but a couple of Vikings would really help him out right now, just to knock this annoying Oracle out of the way. And we can see that Rain has not been putting anything else out of this starport, so he sees all of the Oracles all of the Marines are all over the place. Sorry, and he does not want to really mess with that. And Rain actually got quite a bit of workers here. The Chrono Boost's been doing its job. And I feel like forcing that command center to lift off and move back helped quite a bit as well. And the scouting factory is seeing the scouting Stargate, and yeah, is going to get wiped out very quickly, or at least the pylon. I don't know if it'll wipe the whole lot out. Probably will though. With 7 Marines, I mean, it's I don't know, because it's got the dropship here, so the longer he takes to wipe this out, the more time it's going to be for Rain to defend against the incoming drop. Although I guess even if he just defeated the pylon and then ran, probably still gives Rain more than enough time to worry about that drop. So yeah, he's just going to go ahead and destroy this entire thing. Oracle's still going strong, trying to do something. He got the vision thing on these guys, so he can see exactly what these guys see. There we go. So there's the vision thing. It doesn't seem to work too well on buildings, but it does work fairly well on infantry. And the range is really absolutely crappy compared to actual range. So yeah, he's just going to be scouting around with this guy while he makes up his main army. He's going for the High Templar, he's going for the Colossus, he's going for all the crazy sorts of stuff that Protoss players need when they go up against major Triple M. And look at this, 4 medevacs, one of them with a whole bunch of units, the other one's just on the ground. And Rain does have only 1 Colossus actually. I thought he would have pumped out a couple more by now, but he's only got 1. He's going to hallucinate another one though, to try and scare the Terran player away, and I think it may have worked there. He saw both the Colossus and he's like, you know what, I really don't want to go in there. But I don't know, maybe he does. Maybe he's going to have a crack. And this could actually be really good, because I think TaeJa has a chance against this army because they've only got 1 Colossus. But we will see. He's not really building any more Colossus actually. He switched almost completely over to the High Templar tech with a couple of Immortals. And I really feel like another Colossus over here would help quite a bit. Here comes the Vikings starting to come out. So maybe that hallucination was just meant to make TaeJa think that he was going for a lot more Colossus than he thought he might have been. But here we go, the single Colossus coming out, and this may give TaeJa the idea that that one was a hallucination, but I really don't know. Oh, that Zealot did not last very long. Very nice scan there, picking up the Observer. It's very hard to see those things, but if you do see them, it's almost always worth getting the scan off to take them out. Not in terms of the minerals. I mean, you could probably get a lot more minerals for a mule than you would for the actual cost of the Observer. And look at this Widow Mine. He's almost certainly going to get another Zealot off. I don't know if he can, if Splash will kill the 3rd one. I don't think it will. No, just knocks down the shields. And these guys coming in, but they are going to be trapped right now. And jumping in the medevacs, getting out of there. So you are never trapped if you have medevacs. And yeah, it's pretty good. I mean, looks like Rain has switched almost completely over to High Templar tech. He's not building any more Colossi. And the question is, has TaeJa seen this heavy amount of High Templars? Because he really, there we go, the Ghost Academy is already out there, so he already knows what's going on. He may have built that before he even knew the High Templars were there, because I mean, TaeJa's one of those players who can just stay ahead of the curve, and the fact that he only saw one Colossus out at like the 12-minute mark, he's got to be thinking, alright, Rain should have about 3 or so of the bastards out already. What is he spending his money on? If not Colossus, it must be High Templar. Therefore, get the Ghost Academy. And his upgrades are going pretty well as well. Just started 3 weapons, 2 armor about halfway done. Protoss, meanwhile, has just got 1-1 with 2 armor nearly on the way. It seems to be quite a trend with Protoss players to always get the armor before the weapons. I guess because they're just such beefy units that, yeah, I mean, taking less damage really helps them, because then they just sort of generally last longer. And the High Templar out, storming this small group, and TaeJa obviously expecting that, just sending out small groups, trying to snipe the High Templar. And he got one there, could not get the second one though. And meanwhile, Rain just sending out a single Zealot, trying to get the idea of the 4th coming in. He is going to be sending in waves of Zealots, and yeah, I would not be surprised to see more Zealots coming out continuously. And here we go. He might be okay there, but repairing this is going to be a bit of a pain. He's going to have a crack. 2 guys down. The Zealots just might be able to do it. No. Bunker just goes down, but the remaining forces inside guard going to take him out, and this force hoping to go for High Templars. Missed this one down the bottom though, so Rain doing a very excellent job here. We've seen this from a couple of other Protoss players as well. Just bringing in High Templars from all sorts of random angles that the Terran player is not expecting, and that was a beautiful storm. That was just dead center. This one very good as well. Not quite dead center, but did a lot of damage. And TaeJa's going to have to back off a little bit and try and heal up, and beautiful Ghost Snipe there on that High Templar. So now it's just down to can he take out the High Templars before the High Templars get off the really nice storms. Some very nice feedbacks on this guy from a High Templar coming over there. So all sorts of random High Templar, and storms continuing to come down. TaeJa trying to split his army up a little bit, but not doing a fantastic job of it. And the storms, 3 or 4 storms in a row, all hitting beautifully, and TaeJa's just going to have to get out of there. He cannot keep moving in. He needs Stim to really hit that army hard enough, and when you've been stormed a few times, Stim is just not an option anymore, and all his forces are about to die. So great decision there. And yeah, we'll just have to see, because right now those storms are really doing a good job. And I mean, he's got the anti-Colossus tech, but Colossus are not really a problem anymore, although Rain is building one more, and he does have 3 at the moment, so I guess Colossus are something that he has to deal with. But I feel like they're not the main threat at the moment. Look at this. Observer, a couple of Zealots. I thought maybe he was warping in High Templars. There we go, the High Templars going out for the flank over there. And he really should start taking out these Observers, but of course it's so insanely hard to see them when they're standing still. It's a bit easier when they're moving, but here we go, doing a nice scan. And this Marine actually doing a bit of a scout for the High Templars. So that's going to be alright. Sniping that one. Going to snipe this one as well. Did not expect that one to be there. The Ghost took a bit of the storm, but they know he's there now. The Marine going to be attacking the High Templar. Not much the High Templar can do about that. Some nice EMPs going down. The Vikings getting in there, but the sheer amount of Zealot numbers are really just going to be wiping out this very low health Terran army. There's some nice stim and runs. I got to save most of them, although they did take quite a bit of damage in that first engagement right there. And there we go, finally managed to push him off. The Terran losing quite a bit of Triple M there, but managing with some stim and run to eventually overwhelm him. And Rain, giving the GG, was not able to get as many storms off as he would have liked in that engagement. He got a couple, but he needed to get a lot more than that. And High Templars, they got sniped out really early in that engagement, so not good for him at all in that case. And yeah, TaeJa coming back. He looked like he was in a bit of trouble from the engagements around the 15-16 minute mark, where he was just taking storms to the face over and over again, just being pushed back. And he went past that. He did some great ghost micro, really great ghost micro to snipe out the High Templars, moving the Marine down the bottom side to scout out the High Templar coming in from the bottom side, which he had a fair idea there would be a High Templar coming in from there, so he sent the Marine out, and that was beautiful. So really nice to see TaeJa sort of adapting to that sort of play, adapting to the High Templars coming out of nowhere, which is it's a great tactic from a Protoss point of view, and it's really hard to deal with as a Terran, but TaeJa doing a great job of dealing with it, and he is going to be one game ahead in this best of 5 series, so congratulations to him. And game number 2, we're going to be seeing exactly what ends up going out, so stay tuned for that. This is Hairy Muppet. I'll catch you guys in game number 2.